Hey guys, and welcome back to another day with me, T. We're down here again in the Queen's Cove as per usual when I'm doing shrimp tank setups. And I realized we left off last with this yellow shrimp tank setup. This is how it's looking. Many of the buried shrimp had their shrimplets. I believe there's one or two more that still have to have their shrimplets. They're all over the place in here, all the little babies. For instance, there's a little guy on the wood there, and there's several feeding on this piece of Cats Aquatics calcium. However, it's quite far back in the tank, so I can't really get a good look at it. There's one on the glass there, some on the wood here. They're really just all over the place. If you sit and look and observe the tank for a few minutes, you will spot several. There's also a few of the blue shrimplets out now. There's one there and there. And there's still many buried blues in the tank. This tank is also looking lovely. It is tinged yellow because of the tannins in the tank. As always, the red cherry shrimp tank is doing great. And now, instead of moving on to the next tank in line beside the yellow shrimp tank, I'm actually jumping over to the snowball shrimp tank to set up next because I was inspired by some purple marbles that I saw last time we were at Michael's, the craft and art store. I ended up getting 3 jars of these glass gems, and I'm going to use them on the ground as like a substrate, and then I'm going to keep this piece of wood that's currently in there and put the moss all over it. So the other day I already went ahead and sucked out the mullen that was on the bottom, the majority of it anyway. The gems aren't as dark as I thought they were going to be. If I end up hating it in time, I can always take them out and do something different. So this is how it looks on day 1, and hopefully this moss will continue to grow and cover the log entirely. And then we have the purple gems on the ground. Okay guys, I went through a few stages of thinking I would be able to fix this and make the gems work, but I'm running out of time before there's 3 buried snowballs in here. There's one there on the wood, and I just don't think that that's the look I want. So before these buried snowballs, like I said, there's 3 of them in here, have their shrimplets. I wanted to get these gems out because there's absolutely no way I would have been able to get them out easily with all those little shrimplets because they're white and like almost impossible to see. So I thought I better move now. So I already removed this moss that was on the chunk of wood in here, and now I'm going to make sure there's no shrimp on that piece of wood, that big piece of wood, and I'm going to actually remove that piece, I think. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and use this fine like gravel substrate that I got a little while ago. There we go. So this gravel type and the smooth stones that I got back a little while ago, I have a bunch of those. I think I'm going to go with that with the sticks hanging down, but now I need to make sure there's no shrimp on this wood. There's also lots of floating plants that I need to get out of my way. Shrimp all over this wood. It's making it not that easy for me to get it out. I just really want to get this scape done, like I said before we have all those snowball shrimplets in here, because I feel like it'll be a lot harder since they can be so difficult to see. Hopefully nobody's on this. I'm going to inspect it really carefully. Seems like it's all good to go. Yeah, I think I might add a second piece in here, like something like this. And then I'm gonna just put that gravel on the ground, and I don't mind the little bit of debris in there. It's not too much. And as per usual, I clouded it up in here because I didn't rinse my sand, because I just want to get this done. So that's just one of the bags. I feel like one might be enough. Now I just don't think this probably sinks. definitely does not. So we're just gonna need to wait for that piece to sink and for the dust from the gravel to clear up. It's just gonna be sort of a simple like little scape in this one. I might end up adding some Anubias still. Joey's growing out some like little Anubias and I can put it in and around and stuff. Maybe I'll put in some of the rocks and add it in around the rocks. But I think that'll be a nice like little unique look for this one. Yeah, so this will hopefully sit something like that. So this one's like this. There, that's perfect. Maybe I should have waited until it clears up, but I'm so impatient right now. I just really want to just do it. Okay, I'll put this box with the extra stones and extra substrate aside, but I don't even mind this look right now. Obviously, like I said, it's a little bit cloudy, and I might want to add some plants around some of the rocks, but she's kind of cute. We kind of like her. I don't even feel like the rock placement is terrible. I could still add some more. I have, like I said, leftovers. You can't see them. There we go. I have leftovers and substrate leftover. Maybe I'll add some more around here. Something like that, perhaps. I don't know if I'll put the moss back in. I mean, I love my moss. These floating plants are in my way. I have so many floating plants, you guys. Look at how thick. Look how thick they are. It's like growing under each other. I guess I could get some of the moss to like grow around the rocks. I think I'm going to keep the moss out of it for now. I think this is a really good start, and I actually really like it. Let me know what you think. Alright, so this is how we're looking today, the next day. Still a little cloudiness going on, but overall a lot better than it was. And I just really like the look of this tank, and I think I'm just going to leave it alone as it is. Make sure if you enjoyed this video, you give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet already. We still have to set up the crystal black and the pumpkin orange, and then we'll be done this whole row. And then I want to set up this rope fish tank with that piece of wood I just put in here. And well, we have more eggs going on in the electric blue Cara tank. We have lots of babies growing and pleco babies in here. And I just know you won't want to miss out on everything going on here in the Queen's Cove. So make sure you're subscribed, like I said, if you're not yet already. The video, thumbs up if you enjoyed. And thank you guys so much for being here, as always. See you in the next one. Bye, guys!